I have to set myself good for the black man, yeah. R. Kelly facing fresh abuse allegation, including sleeping with a 17-year-old boy. Sometimes I hear some things so well with me, which you not feel it. You not feel it. I wonder if it's true or a bullshit. R. Kelly, the U.S. R&B superstar, was accused of more abuse allegations. Recently, these claims include an accusation that he had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old boy in 2006. Prosecutors made the allegation recently. They said the singer abused the teenager after meeting him at a Chicago McDonald's. R. Kelly, the ball not roll your side at all. They are seeking evidence of this and other alleged crime that R. Kelly was not charged for to be heard at his trial in August. The famous star denied ever abusing anyone, and his lawyer did not respond to the latest allegations. The singer's real name is Robert Kelly, and he is set to face trial next month in New York. His charges include racketeering, obstruction of justice, child sexual and making indecent image of minors. Oh, 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 my belly. I actually feel that in my belly, R. Kelly. Jesus. 6 unnamed women and girl cause him to be charged. Currently, prosecutors are also seeking to get jurors to hear over a dozen other cases. For people who they say were also abused, threatened, or mistreated by R. Kelly, they include an aspiring musician. The 17-year-old boy allegedly met the star at a McDonald's and then went to the singer's Chicago studio because Kelly has offered him to assist the boy with his music career. But later, Kelly allegedly had sex contact with the teen. So what else you can sit well with me at all? So me want to ask, when did R. Kelly, the amount of people will accuse you of these things, R. Kelly, when did you find time to write song? When did you find time to make video? When did you find time to ask so much what did I do? It's a long list we are talking about, you know, people must think I want short list this. It come like the man, based on how the media paint it, he assault somebody, he must assault somebody 2 times a day. The prosecutor has made their allegations that the boy introduced Kelly to a male friend who was about 16 years old, and the Grammy Award winner had a sexual relationship with him many years later. Prosecutors say the statement given by the 2 boys and those given by others will show Kelly's alleged crime were not isolated events and were part of a larger pattern. They also made allegation about the star forcing several female sexual partners, including a minor, to have intercourse with the teen boys as he filmed them. The judge has not yet ruled on whether the new evidence provided by the prosecutor will be accepted. R. Kelly was among the biggest R&B stars of the 90s. The Irish singer has been in jail for approximately 2 years, and his trial, which will take place in New York, is set to take place on August 9. Ooh. That's sorry. Maybe I vomit. Actually, your lifestyle don't look good. It don't look good at all. But you know, oof. um, you put me in the mindset. I remember Michael Jackson, but it wasn't so many. Was it so many women? Was it so many children Michael Jackson was accused of? And guess what going on now? Poor Michael. That poor youth suffer. And then now, when he dead and gone, them are going to say, no, no, what happened never true. And them bullshit there. But R. Kelly, oh God, them a come for your left, right, and center. Can't help you. Can't help you, my dear. Cause new evidence again only means say, you're going down, 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 down. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is Kartel first manager, Rohan Butler, talk on being unable to control the Gaja DJ. On the last episode of On Stage, we were reminded of the first interesting journey of incarcerated dancehall king Vybz Kartel and how he started his career with his first ever manager, Rohan Butler. According to Butler, who is also a man from Portmore, just like the DJ, the two originally did not know each other and met after he started to keep parties. The previous manager of the entertainer said that how he even became a manager was because he had always loved music and had some manager credential under his belt since he has gone to a college where he did business. That's good, even though you make me smile. Just starting, Butler said that his first artist to work with was Lecturer. I don't know the artist there. Lecturer. And he used to go to events and speak to promoters to get his artists on events. According to him, it was around this time that he began to start facilitating videos of events, which became a big thing for him and dancehall, which allowed him to the opportunity to meet and network with new people on the music scene. After some time working with his first artist, Rohan said he saw Kartel on a Channel 33 station on the TV performing at an event in Gregory Park, Portmore, right about when cable has just landed in the area. At that time, the former manager of the World Boss said he was not knowledgeable of Vybz Kartel. However, upon hearing him, he heard a difference in his talent and knew he was not a normal artist. But let's say what he did, since he did not know him for himself, was to ask someone to introduce Kartel to him, which ended up happening with the teacher and the two other members of his then group, Vybz Kartel. Later on, being placed under his management, this happened at a party that was being kept by Butlers. Jacquard was a headliner of the event and Adi Banton also performed. According to Rohan, the next show he got, the group was on Champion in Action, which they did before the death of Louis Bennett, who was the MC. They got a performance time of 5 p.m. early time that we performing. Before the show, Butler had told the entertainers to link up at his house at 3 p.m. However, he turned out that only Kartel was early and the other two artists late, which shows the former music manager that Adi was the most serious of all the DJs. Wow. That led to him to organize the Champion in Action performance in a way that saw Vybz Kartel performance 2 solo songs first, later being joined by the other 2 members of his group to do their known song. After that performance, Butler said the teacher was commended by Jack Scarpio and Kim Jammins too, momental figures in the sound system culture, and only took things up from there. They also becoming the only one from the Vybz Kartel group under his management. From there, Butler said he went on to get the DJ on Saddle to the East, where he asked Bounty Killer to let Kartel perform with him. However, at that time, since the killer did not know the young entertainer, it did not happen. Killer. What happened, however, was the ground god himself reached out to the former music manager after seeing a tape with Vybz' performance at the show. This catalyzed Rohan getting Adi Banton to write songs for the veteran DJ, eventually becoming a part of the alliance. Even though the partnership between the teacher and Butler went sour after a disagreement, the former manager of Dancehall King was very much appreciated of his time spent with Vybz Kartel. Also, while also crediting the Cash Money sound system for helping to push the entertainer when he was not well known. This is a good he take the time out to show his love, you know. Mr. Butler, big up yourself, and thank you so much for letting us know all of that. You know, it's always good to know where our entertainers are coming from and where they are going. All right, so peace, love, and light.
And I said smile, girl, smile, smile for me, Jamaica. And I said smile.